Two iconic bands, one unforgettable decade. Linkin Park and Evanescence changed rock forever. Their sound, style, and impact left a mark on millions. But when it comes to greatness, who really wins? Let's settle this step by step. This is part 1 of the Ultimate Showdown. Round 1. Breakthrough Album. In 2000, Linkin Park released Hybrid Theory, an album that broke barriers and sold over 30 million copies worldwide. Its mix of rap, rock, and raw emotion connected instantly with a lost generation. Evanescence followed in 2003 with Fallen, a haunting masterpiece led by Amy Lee's powerful voice and gothic style. It sold more than 17 million copies and became a soundtrack for misunderstood teens everywhere. Both albums marked the start of legendary careers and became instant classics in their own lane. But which debut album had a bigger cultural impact in your eyes? Round 2. Lead voices. Chester Bennington's voice carried pain, power, and passion in every scream and whisper. He sang like someone who had lived every word, making listeners feel deeply understood. Amy Lee, on the other hand, brought elegance and sorrow with a voice that sounded both angelic and tragic. Her vocal range and emotional depth gave Evanescence a unique and unforgettable sound. Both artists defined their bands and connected with millions on a soul level. But if you had to choose just one voice to represent 2000s rock, who would it be? Round 3. Most iconic song in the end by Linkin Park became
tired of being what you want me to be, feeling so faithless.
Rap verses and explosive chorus made it unforgettable for fans worldwide. Evanescence hit just as hard with Bring Me to Life, blending rock and symphonic beauty with emotional intensity. It dominated radio and TV, introducing millions to Amy Lee's haunting vocals and dramatic style. Both songs are still played, covered, and loved to this day by new and old generations. But when you hear those opening notes, which one hits you harder? Round 4. Band image and style. Linkin Park embraced a nu metal, street-smart look with baggy clothes, spikes, and a raw urban energy. Their image matched their sound, aggressive, emotional, and unapologetically real. Evanescence leaned into gothic fashion with corsets, dark makeup, and a mysterious, dramatic presence. Amy Lee became a symbol of dark beauty and alternative elegance, standing out in a male-dominated scene. Both bands built strong identities that fans could connect with and imitate. But which band's image defined the 2000s rock scene more vividly? Round 5. Music videos. Linkin Park delivered cinematic masterpieces like Numb and Breaking the Habit, blending animation, emotion, and striking visuals. Their videos felt like short films filled with symbolism and pain that fans could deeply relate to. Evanescence made unforgettable videos like Going Under and My Immortal, filled with gothic drama and powerful performances. Amy Lee floating in water or walking through abandoned halls became iconic visual moments in rock. Both bands knew how to turn songs into visual experiences that left a mark. But which one told stronger stories through the screen? Round 6. Emotional impact. Linkin Park gave a voice to those dealing with depression, anger, and identity struggles in a world that didn't understand them. Their lyrics felt like therapy sessions for millions who finally felt seen and heard. Evanescence touched the deepest parts of the soul with songs about loss, inner battles, and emotional rebirth. Amy Lee's voice carried pain, resilience, and hope all at once, giving strength to many broken hearts. Both bands offered comfort, connection, and healing through their music in different but powerful ways. Which one helped you through your darkest times? Outro. This was just the beginning of the battle between two legends. In part 2, we'll compare evolution, fan loyalty, and lasting legacy. So don't go anywhere. Trivia Clips is just warming up. Drop your vote in the comments. Linkin Park or Evanescence? Tag a friend who needs to join this debate. And get ready for part 2. We've already seen their biggest hits, style, and emotional power. But there's still more to compare in this epic battle of rock titans. From evolution to fan loyalty, it's time to go even deeper. Who stood the test of time and stayed true to their sound? Let's continue this head-to-head showdown. This is part 2 of Linkin Park versus Evanescence. Round 7, Evolution over Time. Linkin Park constantly reinvented themselves, from hybrid theory to One More Light, exploring electronic and alternative styles. They took risks, blending rock with pop, EDM, and even folk elements, earning both praise and criticism. Evanescence, on the other hand, stayed more faithful to their core gothic rock identity, adding orchestral and experimental touches. Amy Lee embraced change at her own pace, never chasing trends but always growing artistically. One band evolved wildly, the other refined its essence with grace and strength. But which evolution kept you hooked through the years? Round 8, Live Performances. Linkin Park's concerts were packed with raw energy, perfect transitions, and emotional highs. Chester's stage presence, along with Mike Shinoda's flow, created a powerful dynamic. Evanescence brought a darker theatrical performance, where Amy's voice shined with haunting clarity. Their live shows felt like emotional journeys through pain, beauty, and release. Both bands had dedicated stage designs and passionate performances night after night. But whose concerts left you breathless and wanting more? Round 9. Fan Connection. Linkin Park built a global community through their music, LP underground, and social engagement. They often spoke openly about mental health and personal struggles, becoming more than just musicians. Evanescence created a loyal fan base through authenticity, emotion, and Amy Lee's fearless individuality. Their fans connected deeply with the messages of empowerment and survival. Both bands built deep emotional bridges with their audiences. But which one made you feel truly seen and understood? Round 10, Longevity and Comebacks. After Chester's tragic passing, Linkin Park went silent, but their legacy continues through tributes, solo work, and dedicated fans. They left behind a catalog that still grows in relevance with each new generation. Evanescence took long breaks but always came back strong, with Amy Lee evolving and releasing powerful new material. They proved staying power through authenticity, not just popularity. Both bands faced major losses and kept going in their own way. But whose presence feels stronger in today's rock scene? Round 11, Awards and Recognition. Linkin Park won 2 Grammy Awards, dozens of MTV and Billboard trophies, and were named one of the best-selling bands of the 21st century. Their innovation and reach were recognized globally across genres. Evanescence also won Grammys and dominated award shows in the early 2000s, especially with Fallen. Amy Lee continues to be praised as one of the most unique female voices in rock. Both bands achieved major success in their prime and beyond, but whose recognition feels more deserved or lasting? Round 12, Overall Legacy. Linkin Park inspired a wave of hybrid bands, blending styles and pushing genre limits. Their influence stretches across rock, rap, alternative, and even electronic music today. Evanescence paved the way for female-fronted rock bands and brought gothic beauty into the mainstream. Amy Lee's presence inspired countless artists to embrace emotion and individuality. Each band left a legacy that shaped how we see rock today. But in your heart, who truly defined an era? Outro, 12 rounds, 2 legendary bands, and 1 unforgettable showdown. The debate doesn't end here. It lives in every playlist, memory, and live show. At Trivia Clips, we bring the music battles that matter. So tell us, after both parts, Who's your winner? Drop your final vote in the comments, Linkin Park or Evanescence. And don't forget to follow for more epic music matchups.